Did you know the average car battery lasts only about 3 to 5 years? And here's the kicker. Most of them fail sooner because of avoidable mistakes. Your battery isn't just powering your car, it's the heart of your vehicle's electrical system. But don't worry today. I'm going to show you 10 simple tips so you can make your car battery last twice as long. Trust me, these easy tips will save you money, time, and the headache of getting stranded with a dead battery. Stick around as I will have a bonus tip into this video which can save you up to $1,000. Number 1. Drive your car regularly. It might sound simple, but many people don't realize just how important it is for battery health. When you start your car, the battery works hard to crank the engine, but after that, the alternator takes over, recharging the battery as you drive. If your car sits unused for days or weeks, the battery slowly loses charge, and over time, this can cause it to weaken or even die completely. It's like leaving your phone in a drawer for months. It's bound to lose power. But here's the fix. If you don't drive much, make it a habit to start your car at least once a week and let it run for 15, 20 minutes. Better yet, take it for a short drive to give the alternator time to fully recharge the battery. Not driving for extended periods? A battery tender is a lifesaver. It keeps your battery charged and ready to go by mimicking regular use. With just a little effort, you can double your battery's lifespan and avoid those annoying, costly replacements. Number 2. Clean and tighten battery terminals. Over time, corrosion can build up on the terminals of the spots where your battery connects to your car's electrical system. This crusty buildup creates resistance, making it harder for your battery to deliver power. The result? Your battery has to work overtime, heats up more, and wears out faster. A loose connection only adds to the problem, causing inconsistent electrical flow and even further stress on the battery. The solution? Grab a basic battery terminal cleaning brush. These are super cheap and easy to use. Scrub away any corrosion until the metal is clean and shiny. Follow that up with a spray of terminal protector to prevent future buildup. Before you finish, make sure the terminals are securely tightened to ensure a solid connection. It's a quick 5-minute job that can significantly extend the life of your battery. Furthermore, your car will start more reliably, even in extreme weather. Number 3. Choose the right battery for your vehicle. Not all batteries are created equal, and using the wrong type can cause your car to work harder, wearing out the battery and other components faster. Each car has specific requirements, including the size, capacity, and cold cranking amps needed to start the engine efficiently, especially in colder climates. Here's the thing. The battery your car came with might not always be the best option. Manufacturers often equip vehicles with smaller, less powerful batteries to save on costs or weight. Upgrading to a higher CCA battery, even if it's slightly more expensive, can be a game changer. A better battery ensures reliable starts, lasts longer under heavy use, and handles modern cars demanding electronics with ease. For example, upgrading from a 500 CCA battery to a 700 CCA battery could mean several more years of reliable service. So, when it's time for a replacement, don't just grab the cheapest option on the shelf. Check your car's manual for the recommended specs, and if you can, opt for a battery with a bit more power. It's a small investment that pays off in fewer replacements and a more reliable ride. Number 4. Inspect your alternator regularly. While the battery is responsible for starting your car, the alternator keeps it charged as you drive. If your alternator isn't working properly, it can overcharge or undercharge the battery, leading to premature failure. Worse, a failing alternator can cause all sorts of strange issues with modern cars, from flickering lights to random warning signals, because it's all tied to your car's electrical system. Here's why regular inspections are key. A weak alternator makes your battery work harder to keep up, while a faulty one can even send excess voltage and fry the battery entirely. The good news? Checking your alternator is quick and easy. Most mechanics can test it in minutes, or you can invest in a home tester for around $50. This simple tool checks both the alternator and the battery, giving you peace of mind that your car's electrical system is running smoothly. By inspecting your alternator regularly, you're not just protecting your battery, you're preventing potential damage to other critical systems in your car. Catching alternator problems early means you can replace it before it causes a domino effect of issues, saving you from unexpected breakdowns and expensive repairs. Number 5. Avoid short trips. Every time you start your car, the battery works hard to crank the engine and power the electronics. After that, the alternator takes over and recharges the battery while you drive. However, if your trips are too short, like a quick run to the corner store, the alternator doesn't have enough time to fully recharge the battery. Over time, this cycle of partial discharges can weaken the battery and reduce its overall lifespan. So, what's the solution? Whenever possible, try to combine errands into one longer trip. This gives your alternator the time it needs to top off the battery's charge properly. If you know you'll only be driving short distances regularly, consider using a battery tender to maintain the charge when the car isn't in use. It's an easy way to make sure your battery doesn't get drained unnecessarily. By avoiding short trips and giving your battery a chance to recharge fully, you're not just extending its life, you're also preventing the frustration of unexpected dead batteries when you least expect them. Number 6. Park in a cool, shaded area. Heat is one of the biggest enemies of your car battery. Extreme temperatures, especially during summer, can accelerate the evaporation of battery fluid and damage the internal components, leading to a shorter lifespan. Even though your battery is built to handle the demands of your car, prolonged exposure to high heat can weaken its performance and leave you stranded with a dead battery when you least expect it. The easiest way to protect your battery from heat damage is to park in a cool, shaded area whenever possible, whether it's under a tree, in a garage, or a carport. Keeping your car out of direct sunlight significantly reduces the stress on your battery. If you don't have access to shade, consider investing in a car cover or windshield sunshade to keep the interior cooler and reduce the overall heat buildup under the hood. By making this small change, you're protecting your car's overall health, as excessive heat can impact other components too. Number 7. Maintain battery fluid levels. Many car batteries rely on an electrolyte solution to function properly, and over time, the water in this solution can evaporate, especially in hot climates. If the fluid levels drop too low, the internal plates of the battery become exposed, leading to damage and reduced performance. To maintain your battery fluid levels, check if your battery has removable caps. If it does, pop them open and inspect the electrolyte inside. The fluid should always cover the internal plates. If it's low, add distilled water. Never tap water, as it contains minerals that can cause corrosion or short out the battery. Be careful not to overfill it. Just enough to cover the plates is sufficient. For sealed batteries, you won't need to add water, but regular inspections for external damage or leaks are still important. By making this small maintenance task a part of your routine, you can significantly increase your battery's lifespan and reliability. It only takes a few minutes, but can save you from costly replacements or inconvenient breakdowns. Number 8. Turn off electrical devices before shutting off the engine. Things like headlights, the radio, air conditioning, or even charging cables left plugged in can draw power from the battery when the engine is off. Over time, this extra load can weaken your battery, making it harder for it to hold a charge and shortening its lifespan. Before turning off your car, take a moment to switch off everything that's running. This ensures that when you start your car next time, the battery isn't overburdened by having to power up those devices while also cranking the engine. It's especially important if you have an older or weaker battery, as even small drains can make a big difference. By forming this habit, you're reducing unnecessary stress on your battery and helping it last much longer. It's quick, easy, and costs you nothing. It can save you from the hassle and expense of a dead battery when you least expect it. Number 9. Secure the battery properly. A loose or poorly secured battery might not seem like a big deal, but it can actually cause serious damage. When your battery isn't properly secured, it can vibrate excessively while you're driving. This constant movement can loosen the internal components, cause leaks, or even lead to cracks in the battery casing, making it less effective over time. Worse, it can lead to dangerous short circuits if the battery shifts and comes into contact with metal parts under the hood. The fix is simple. Make sure your battery is tightly secured in its tray with the mounting brackets or straps designed for your vehicle. Check it periodically, especially after driving on rough roads, to ensure everything is still snug and in place. Be cautious not to over-tighten, as this can damage the battery casing. This quick check ensures that your battery stays in optimal condition, providing reliable performance. Number 10. Avoid leaving the car idle for long periods. Letting your car sit idle for weeks or months might seem harmless, but it can silently kill your battery. When your car isn't driven regularly, the battery slowly loses its charge. Unlike batteries in your phone or laptop, car batteries are designed to be recharged frequently by the alternator while the vehicle is running. If the battery sits idle for too long, it can discharge to a point where it's no longer recoverable, leaving you with an expensive replacement. To avoid this, make it a habit to start your car at least once a week and let it run for about 15–20 minutes. If you know your car will be unused for an extended period, consider using a battery tender or trickle charger. These devices keep the battery at an optimal charge level by mimicking the charging process of a running car. Regular use ensures that your battery remains healthy, your fluids circulate properly, and your engine stays in good working condition. Bonus tip: have you ever noticed your car cranking slower than usual when you start it? Or maybe your headlights seem a little dimmer than normal. These might seem like minor inconveniences, but they're actually your battery's way of telling you something's wrong. Don't ignore these early warning signs. They could mean your battery is struggling and might fail soon. The solution is simple. Test your battery as soon as you notice these symptoms. A quick test can reveal whether your battery is holding a charge properly or if it's time for a replacement. You can do this at home with a battery tester, or many auto parts stores will check it for free. Catching a weak battery before it completely fails saves you from the hassle of an unexpected breakdown and ensures your car is ready to go whenever you need it.